Hi everyone. My name is Elis Bottaro, and I'm a creative director from an agency called Anthony. We're an advertising agency based in Berlin. This is our office on Google Maps. This is our office in the inside. And as you might guess from this picture, our main client is Mercedes-Benz. We are the European lead agency for Mercedes-Benz. And yes, we have a car in our office. We use it as a conference room. So, as European lead agency for Mercedes-Benz, we do lots of different things. We do TV commercials, we do product content, we do print ads, we do AR apps. But today, I want to talk about a very special project, a project that is also very dear to my heart. Before I tell you everything about this project, though, I would like to make a little experiment. So please close your eyes. Just close your eyes for one moment and visualize in your mind the typical Mercedes-Benz driver. Do you have this person in your mind? Okay. Now, open your eyes. Did you picture a man? Hands up who pictured a man. Okay. Now you also know what kind of problem we are facing with the brand. Like most luxury automotive brands, Mercedes-Benz has a very male perception. It stood for decades as this very male-driven success symbol. And honestly, it was time to change this. It was time to change this for at least two reasons. Reason number one is that society has been evolving. The things that happened in the past couple of years in the, let's call it, female ecosystem are groundbreaking and revolutionary. We had the Me Too movement. We had feminism that became cool again thanks to pop stars like Beyonce or Taylor Swift declaring, "I'm a proud feminist." And then we had superhero movies like Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel, and they are women and they play the lead role, and those movies were incredibly successful at the box office and helped also show a different kind of womanhood. So this is where society is going, and when a brand doesn't move at the same speed, it risks to become irrelevant. The second reason why we needed to address a female target group is business. Women influence 80% of all new car purchases. So this means that either women are buying a car for themselves, or they are influencing the people around them, for example, their partner. What is also true is that women have the power to wield a veto. It means they can say, no, we're not going to buy this car, we're not going to buy this brand. This is why it's so important that a premium automotive brand like Mercedes finds a way to connect to this target. Well, this was our challenge. How do we bring Mercedes-Benz closer to today's younger women? And when we started thinking about it, we decided to look at the inside. We decided to look at the history of the company, at the DNA of the company. And there we discovered someone really special. We discovered a person, someone that was going to be able to come to us along this journey. So let me introduce to you Berta Benz. Berta Benz was the wife of Karl Benz. Karl Benz was the founder of Mercedes-Benz and also the inventor of the automobile. But Berta was so much more than just Karl's wife. First of all, she was an investor in her husband's inventions. She put her own money into them. And second of all, she believed that the automobile was going to revolutionize mobility. This is because when the automobile was invented, not everyone understood immediately that this was going to change everything forever. It was, imagine, 1886. Carl had invented the automobile. It was not a financial success. People said, we have horses. Why do we need that? We're fine like we are. So Berta decided to show to everyone the power of what the car could be. She took the car. She didn't ask for permission. She didn't even tell her husband that she was going to take the car. And together with her 2 sons, she went on the first long-distance drive in history. More than 100 kilometers from Mannheim to Pforzheim and back. For the time, this was a really long journey, and she did it to prove to everyone, to all the people that didn't understand the potential of the car, why this was going to be the future. The more we learned about Berta, the more we were fascinated by this woman, and we thought, first of all, this is an incredible story. She's an incredible woman. We need to tell her story. We need to let other women and people know about her. And second, we thought, maybe if we tell this story, women might start shift the perception that they have of the brand. So this is what we did.
Is the pharmacist in here? I'm looking for 10 liters of Ligroin.
You won't get those stains out of that dress. Better buy a new one.
It's not for my dress. It's for my carriage.
Are you trying to poison your horses?
Do you have 10 liters or not?
Thank you. So we thought she is an incredible woman and an incredible journey, and we're happy to see that the film was really successful. We had over 7 million views, 16 million impressions, but I don't want to bore you with these details now. I thought it might be interesting to share the things that we have learned from this campaign. And so if you ever decide that you want to bring your brand and make it part of the social conversation, these are learnings that you can use yourself. First thing that we learned is culture demands credibility. And this is maybe the most important thing to consider. It's very trendy now for brands to just pick a social cause and do something about it. The problem is people notice if you're doing it just because it's trendy and not because you stand for it. They notice and they hate it, so don't do it. Whenever you're trying to bring your brand and make it part of the social conversation, try to hit that sweet spot between what is culturally relevant and what is true to your brand. Culturally relevant meaning, what is the zeitgeist? What are people talking about? What are the social movements that are interesting right now? And true to your brand is, what do you stand for? What are your values? What is your purpose? If you're able to hit that sweet spot, it's gonna work. In our case, for example, culturally relevant was obviously this new female empowerment wave and the opportunity that we have to tell an inspiring story. And it was true to the brand because we didn't have to invent it, it was just there. Second thing we learned is mind the context. Try to find the right moment to launch your campaign. Be clever about it. Maybe there is an event, maybe there is a date, maybe there is something happening that you can use for yourself to leverage. For example, we decided to launch the film on International Women's Day on March 8th, and this helped us a lot also in terms of PR, because journalists were already looking for stories about female empowerment, people were already looking for it. This helped us a lot and gave more traction to our campaign. So try to be at the right time in the right place. Very important, that's why I wrote it so many times, entertain. We are bombarded with content, from Netflix series to TikTok videos. No one wants to watch your ad. It's sad, but it's like this. So we need to do better than that. We need to do better than just an ad. We need to do things that people love and enjoy watching, things that are able to create an emotion. And the way we approach this story, for example, we decided to go for a tonality that was maybe a little bit unexpected. You saw the film had a sort of dark tonality. We showed her struggles. And we always approached it as if it were a real film. And people notice. These are some of the YouTube comments that we have. People notice when you put that much effort. And they like quality. So whenever you're doing something, don't stop at having an amazing idea. Put the same passion and dedication into crafting it. Production and crafting are incredibly important. Number 4, hire the experts. Especially when it comes to social causes and social topics, you need to have people that understand what they're talking about. So if you do a campaign about women, you need a woman on your team. If you need a campaign about, I don't know, ecological topics, you need to have someone that understands what they're talking about, because you're entering a much bigger conversation. And this leads me to point number 5, be open to criticism. It will come. There's nothing you can do to stop it. The moment you bring your brand as part of the social discourse, people will love it, will hate it, they will talk about it. They might not like everything you did. I'm just going to show you one example. I thought we did all our homework, we did a campaign that was really empowering, and then I read this. This is Cindy Gallup. She's an advertising legend, and she is an advocate for equality and equal pay. And she posted our film on her LinkedIn page. And I thought, oh, that's amazing. Then I read what she wrote. She said, really beautiful film, but why didn't you pick a female director? So this is just to show that whenever you enter the social conversation, be ready to engage in this conversation. To sum it up, culture demands credibility, mind the context, entertain, hire the experts, and be open to criticism. I think these are 5 learnings that we have gathered in the past couple of months, and I hope they can be useful to you if you ever decide to bring your brand into the social discourse. And one last hope that I have is that in the future, whenever you think about a Mercedes driver, maybe you just don't think about someone like him, but why not also someone like her? Thank you so much.